Welcome to the Introduction to Human Geography, Geography 142. This is an online class that's offered through Lane Community College, and I'm the instructor, Lynn Songer. The texts that we'll be using for the class will be listed in your syllabus, and it's really important that you use the required edition. Sadly, often there are major changes from one edition to the next, and so it's really difficult sometimes to know which page number I'm referring to or which image I'm referring to. I do try to use a text as long as I can so that you'll be able to resell it hopefully or find a used copy. This is a very structured online class. There will be 9 weeks of work, and each week you will have chapter questions to answer that will include definitions from the chapter and short essays. You'll need to answer those and get them to me by Wednesday. And then there will be an activity, usually a video to evaluate or a mapping activity or some kind of discussion, and that's due by Friday. And then there's a quiz, a multiple choice quiz that's due on Sunday, and the quiz is open book, and if you've done the chapter questions and you've looked through the reading and done the reading, you should do fine on the timed quizzes. The deadlines for all these activities is 11 p.m. so 11 p.m. on Wednesday, 11 p.m. on Friday, and 11 p.m. on Sunday. Now what you'll notice in Moodle is that the time to submit them is a little later than 11 o'clock, and that's just to kind of allow for somebody who their clocks are a little off, but 11 o'clock is considered the deadline. So 11:05 you'll be fine, 11:20, 11:15 it would be considered late, and I don't accept late work. You can always submit it and I'll give you feedback, but you won't get a grade on that work. You can, however, submit work early. I've opened the first half of the term is open and ready, so if you want to do a couple weeks ahead, you can. We just have to stop at the exam and everyone catch up at that point. There are 2 exams. I typically do an exam on week 5, and that means the first 4 weeks will be tested, and then there's no new work on week 5. And then a week 11, which is the regular exam time. The final exam is cumulative, so it will be questions from the first half of the term as well. The exams are closed book, and you cannot use any notes. The exams are given in the testing lab on the main campus at Lane Community College, and you'll need to check the dates again in the syllabus or in Moodle, and Moodle is our course management system. If you cannot take the exam on Lane's main campus, then you need to arrange for a proctor, and on the syllabus there is a link for information about getting a proctor. I need to have that information by week 3 because it takes me a little while to contact your proctor, send them the passwords, and get that information. So make sure you get that done in a timely manner. Communication. So I'm not going to have you work together or dialogue in this class. Some students really like it, some don't, but communicating with me will be important. One thing to do is to make sure you regularly check the news forum. I set that so that it will contact you, but sometimes these messages goes to students' spam mail and they don't get them. So make sure you go in and you check the forum. If I get the same question from 1 or 2 students, rather than answer everybody, I'll just send out a forum if it's a common question. You can also message me in Moodle. I usually pick 2 days a week that are my online office hours, and you again check the syllabus for those times because they change from term to term. And I will email you through Moodle. That's the best place to contact me. If you email my regular office email, it can just really get lost, and often spam will keep me from seeing those. And then my face-to-face office hours are in the syllabus. So make sure if you feel frustrated or if you start to struggle with things, make sure that you contact me early and we try to straighten stuff out. So this course, Geography 142, transfers as a 4-credit social science requirement, and it also meets the diversity requirement in Oregon. And one of the things I want you to think about is that this is a foundational class, and geography is a huge discipline. This class covers kind of an intro to the human aspect of geography. Physical geography is the other half, and we've taken major topics like the geography of language, geography of religions, political geography, ethnic geography, urban geography, and we've condensed those all into one term. And so it's a really fast look at each of these sub-disciplines in geography. And really it's intended to introduce you to basic concepts and the terminology. And so there is a lot of memorization required. It's a little bit like learning a second language. So you are expected to know the terminology and to be able to use the terminology in your discussions. And in my experience, I have found that 100 level courses are often more difficult than some 300 and 400 level classes. So hopefully that will give you a look at the course. I think as soon as Moodle is open, you can take a look at the syllabus. There's a syllabus quiz. That's 5 points. The whole course is worth 500 points. The quizzes are 45 points altogether, and the weekly work, the activities are 10 points each, and the questions and definitions are 10 points each. And one of the things about, let me go back to this page, the questions, you're going to have a lot of definitions and maybe from 3 to 6 short discussion questions. And I probably will give you a point or two for answering or filling in the definitions. I'm not going to read through those. Hopefully you'll do them, and that will only benefit you. And then I'll spend more time on the essay questions. All right, so good luck, and I hope you enjoy the class.